The average annual rainfall hit another low. The world's water will be reduced by 40% in the next 10 years.
Hi and welcome back. Their selection of Korean TV shows is impressive and they continue to add new titles each year. Here are some of the best Korean TV shows that you can expect to see on Netflix in 2022. Let's go. Number 10. The Silent Sea. Soon the world suffers from drought and famine brought on by desertification. Yeonjae is a pilot in the space agency. He is picked for a group, including Jian, to travel to the moon. And scientist joins the mission to recover samples of mysterious origin from an abandoned lunar space station where an accident caused the death of everyone, including her sister. The Silent Sea has a 6.9 rating in IMDb and a 69% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes. Number 9. Sweet Home. Cho Hae-yoon. Soo is a high school student. He's a recluse and rarely leaves his room. He refuses to speak to his father, mother, and younger sister. One day, his entire family, except for him, perishes in an auto crash. Cho Hae-yoon, Soo is left all alone. He moves to a modest flat. A mysterious phenomenon is transpiring right now, with individuals rising into monsters worldwide. In Cha Hae-yoon, Soo's apartment building, including Pyeong-sang, Wook, the inhabitants of the building try to protect themselves from the monsters that have arisen. Sweet Home has a 7.3 rating in IMDb and a 84% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
그냥 지금 죽을까?
Number 8. The King's Affection. The daughter-in-law of the crown prince gave birth to twins, but twins were thought to be a sign of instability. It was then that the crown prince's daughter was to be killed, but the woman begged to live. Secretly, her twin daughter was separated from her father and placed in the palace. Years later, Lee Hwai, the brother of the crown prince, died of disease, and the daughter was forced to take his place, becoming the crown prince. Because of her secret, she lives afraid her real identity will be revealed. And Lee Hwai is unable to have anyone close to her. She conceals her emotions from others, making biting remarks. Jung Ji-woon comes from a noble family. He is handsome, smart, an optimist, and he becomes her tutor. Crown Prince Lee Hwai feels this way about Jung Ji-woon. She shared his background with him. The King's Affection has a 7.9 rating in IMDb and an 89% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
들어는 보셨습니까? 동빙고.
오보 뒤로 물러서서 따르라는 내 말을 잊었더냐?
Number 7. 2521. The story is set in 1998 and talks about the rising of people who live after their dreams have been taken away. Two youthful people first meet when they're 22 and 18 years old and then fall in love years later when they're 25 and 21. Hee-do is a member of her neighborhood fencing team. Recognizing the financial problems in South Korea, the neighborhood fencing team disbands. As a result of all the obstacles she faces, she becomes a part of the fencing national team. The South Korean financial crisis also causes Bae Ki-jin's father's company to fail. This influences Bae Ki-jin's life, causing her to go from a wealthy person to a poor individual. While studying, he embarks on part-time jobs like delivering newspapers. Later, he works as a sports reporter for a popular broadcasting network. 2521 has a 8.7 rating in IMDb and a 95% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
멋있다. 나는 토요일마다 그 애를 보러 간다. 사실은 나도 그 애처럼 빛나고 싶다.
Number 6. My Name. Yeon-ji Woo's father unexpectedly passes away. Yeon-ji Woo wishes to lash out exceedingly at the one who is accused of causing her father's death. Yeon-ji Woo works for a drug gang named by Don Champa. Choi Moo, Jin runs the gang. With the help of Choi Moo, Jin Yeon-ji Woo gets on the police force and becomes a mole for drug gang Don Papa. Yeon-ji Woo is assigned to work in the drug analysis unit in the police force. Her partner there is Detective Jean-Pil-do. My Name has a 7.8 rating in IMDb and a 94% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
뭐야, 아빠야.
Number 5. Business proposal. Shin Arai is a woman and works for a company. She has a male friend with whom she has had a crush on for a long time, but she learns that he now has a girlfriend. Shin Arai feels sad and decides to meet up with her pal Jin Young Seo, who is a daughter of a chaebol. Jin Young Seo then asks Shin Arai to take her place in the blind date and will even offer her some money along the way. Shin Arai accepts her friend's offer. She goes out on the blind date as Jin Young Seo, while intending to get rejected by her blind date. Shin Arai was dumbfounded when her blind date appeared. Business Proposal has a 8.1 rating in IMDb and a 93% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
제가 한 프로젝트 중에 망한 거 하나 없는 거 아시죠?
아주 중차대한 프로젝트를 맡기려고.
어떤 프로젝트인데요?
결혼.
Number 4. Vincenzo. Vincenzo Cassano, keeper of the Cassano crime family, returns to his homeland to search for someplace to store his family's assets and search for new money laundering opportunities. However, with the corrupt Baal Corporation and its cronies dead set on gentrifying any business opportunities, Vincenzo is forced to join the local people of a small town in hopes of defeating the tyranny of Baal and secure the Cassano family's foothold there, inadvertently becoming a warrior of justice in the process. Vincenzo has a 8.4 rating in IMDb and a 93% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
밀라노 수제 양복장인 브랄로가 만든
Number 3. Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Woo Young. Woo is very intelligent, and she also has autism spectrum disorder. She never forgets whatever it is she sees, but she is also socially impaired and lacks empathy. While working as a trainee lawyer for a considerable law firm, Woo Young Woo comes face to face with prejudice and unreasonableness. Woo develops as a professional lawyer due to her unique perspective and self-awareness, and she treats all cases differently. Extraordinary Attorney Woo has a 9.0 rating in IMDb and a 85% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
제 이름은 똑바로 읽어도 거꾸로 읽어도 우영우입니다. 기러기 토마토 스위스 인도인 별똥별 우영우. 역삼요?
Number 2. Alchemy of Souls. Set in a fictional land called Daeho that doesn't appear in history or on maps. It's about the love story and development of young mages as they overcome their unfortunate circumstances due to a magic spell originally called the Alchemy of Souls, which will transfer souls between bodies. The narrative chronicles the life of Naksu, a ruthless assassin from a prominent family who is unknowingly trapped in the body of a servant named Mu Deok Jangyu Ko of a noble and illegitimate family. The young master of the Zhang family, Zhang Uk, has a secret regarding his forcible birth. He wants the dignified assassin to aid him on the path of destiny changes. Alchemy of Souls has an 8.6 rating in IMDb and a 93% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
그동안 도성의 술사들을 베고 다닌 그림자 살순 낙수가 바로 너였구나.
만약에라도 환원이 되었다면 낙수는 칼을 찾아볼
Number 1.
거다.
Crash Landing on You. When Yancy gets caught in Pyongyang after paragliding an accident, she gets paired with Ri Zhang Hyok, a renowned military serviceman. During her stay in the north, Sirai discovers the difficulties inherent to living there, and as she slowly falls in love alongside Captain Ri, it is up to her and her fellow North Corps comrades to find a way back to the south without raising any suspicion about their romance. Crash Landing on You has a 8.7 rating in IMDb and a 98% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
난 지금 북한에 와 있다.
어디 다친 데는 없어?
And that's all for today. Give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. See you next time. Goodbye.